People have asked me about, oh, girl, the snapback, you're coming back so fast. Oh, the pressure of snapback for social media. No, snapping back is about me, taking time for me and reclaiming myself. Because if I can't be happy with who I am, there's no way that I can be 100% to Devale or 100% to Jackson, 100% to Cairo. And they all deserve that. Sometimes you got to put yourself up top, and then everyone else will benefit. So.
Girl, I just fell in love with you just now. You lucky we in church.
Real, I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all out to a musical extravaganza called the Night and Day Project. Please save your applause to the end. I do it because I love living. You don't hear me though.
So, but we have one, and I find even what you just described, like the whole, like, okay, what do you have going on? What do I find it stressful. Y'all have three, and you make it look like easy and pretty, and I mean, what is the hardest part of juggling the three kids and the relationship and careers, and then add, social media, which is a huge part of how you even do everything that you do?
I mean, I think the hardest part is trying to stay in love. Like we had an argument two days ago. Like I had, and you talk about being honest, I hadn't seen my wife. We just came back from Jamaica, and I felt like I hadn't seen her in 2 or 3 days. Because once you get involved in the day-to-day aspect of life, you wake up, you take the kids, you go take clients, I go take clients, you take business meetings, I take business meetings, we come back home. She's tired, I'm tired, we fall asleep. We wake up, we do it again, over and over again. And before you know it, it's 3 days. And I'm like, sometimes I just want not even my wife, I want my girlfriend. I want the girl that just came over and used to just sit on my lap and just kiss on me for no reason. I used to be like, stop, get off me. Like, I want that feeling. And when you have kids and businesses in life, that feeling sometimes, there's no time in the day for that. And sometimes you got to stop each other and say, yo, you have not kissed me in 72 hours. And...
He has it down to the hours sometimes.
Oh, I be having it down to the minutes.
Counting it.
I don't even keep it in my phone. It's all up here. And I think it's important that we continue to try to, but that's the hardest part, just trying to stay fresh. And for me, not for nothing, the part of the videos was being able to sit down and capture that moment, because we can do that together. When we do the videos together, it's an opportunity for us to kind of just bond as a couple, not parents. Because sometimes being a parent is boring. Like sometimes I don't want to just be Jackson's dad. I just want to be Devale's man. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the guy to come over and put it down for a little bit. And you need that in marriage. Because once that is gone and you just looking at the person every day like a roommate, that's the worst.
Absolutely. No, he's exactly right. He's spot on. Some days and I'm guilty of that a lot too. Like he'll be like, hey, you didn't do X, Y, Z, you didn't give me a kiss, you didn't. And I'm like, really? And it's like, you just get into this routine. You put your nose down and it's literally just trying to get through the day with everything accomplished. And that's one of the hardest things as a woman. It's like you take time off from your career to have children. And then you still want to have your career because you're still an individual. Like there's more to Kadeen than just Kadeen the mom, and there's more than Kadeen Devale's wife. And something always seems to suffer. Something always seems to suffer. And I feel like I have to, in my days, make these educated sacrifices sometimes for the sake of my relationship. Or for the sake of me, taking the time to work out and feel better about myself. People have asked me about, oh, girl, the snapback, you're coming back so fast. Oh, the pressure of snapback for social media. No, snapping back is about me, taking time for me and reclaiming myself. Because if I can't be happy with who I am, there's no way that I can be 100% to Devale or 100% to Jackson, 100% to Cairo. And they all deserve that. They deserve that. So for my women out there who are trying to do it all, we can have it. We can have it. It just requires sometimes making those educated sacrifices and prioritizing things and knowing that you should fall on that list as well. And sometimes not always at the bottom. Sometimes you got to put yourself up top, and then everyone else will benefit. So...
Girl, I just fell in love with you just now. You lucky we in church. Now, I was sounding like Oprah Obama. Yeah, that's my wife. Y'all see it. So wait till we get in the car. My bad.
So I have another question for you guys. It's like we're doing the interview all over again. And especially for those that don't know, and I'm not even sure I think I know the answer. Can you talk a little bit about when and why you decided to start filming your family for social media?
Well, I remember I started filming I've always filmed my family on Instagram, but I never really paid a lot of attention to it because I didn't understand the power of Instagram. But as an actor and a black actor, I just got tired of being the stereotypical roles. You know, I've been on primetime television a number of times, and I played an inmate, I played a criminal, I played a rapist, I played in a lineup, and it was just kind of like, you know, like I'm just tired of being a criminal. Like I'm tired of being I want to be able to say like, yo, there's different versions of blackness that I don't have to be the negative version. So I told Kay, like, you know, if you really think about life, the greatest people in our life don't just sit back, get involved in the system, and let the system push them through for greatness. You have to find your own lane. You got to create your own. Because it's crowded. When you in everybody else's lane and everybody's trying to go through the system, you got to do things this way. It's crowded that way. So now I was like, bump that. I'm going to do it my own way. I'm going to do my own skits, right? So I started reaching out to some people I know, and I said, what y'all think about me doing skits with my family? And people were like, nah, nobody want to see that. And I was like, what you mean? It was just like, yo, it's Instagram. People want to see fights. They want to see, like, stripper videos. You know, they want to see Eggplant Friday videos. And I'm just like, nah. I'm like, I feel like there's a lane for
what is an
positive
Eggplant
families.
Friday video?
Look how upset she is. They got rid of Eggplant Friday. But I just felt like there was a lane for it. And I was like, people gonna be Googling now, Eggplant Friday. It was part of me just understanding how media works and how mediums work. And if you think about it, before film, before TV, it was radio. Before radio, it was just stand-up comedy. It was the stage. So I was just looking at it, and I'm like, okay, comics were on the stage. Then they were on TV. Then they were on radio. Then they were on film. And I'm like, yo, social media is like the next stage for comedians. If you really want to be a comedian, and you can have an audience that's going to reach billions of people. And it won't just be, let me go to Brooklyn and start in the club and have, 30 people in Brooklyn see me. Let me put this out there and see how many people can catch on. So I started doing videos 2016 when you were pregnant. And one of the videos went viral. And that was a video with me carrying Cairo in the street. And I was just talking about being a dad. And realistically, it was just me doing a minute stand-up. It was just like, let me just do 1 minute of stand-up and post it every day. The video went viral, got over 100 million views. I went from 3,000 followers to 20,000 followers. And that's when I met Cody. Cody has reached out to us. I had about 25,000 followers. And then since then, I've continued to be consistent with the videos. I do a video and a picture every day. And I just do stand-up with my family. And I decided to include my wife, who's been so gracious enough to allow me to catch her in her bonnet, catch her in her bathrobe. She just doesn't care anymore. Because at first, she was like, Devale, I can't be on Instagram with my bonnet. And I was just like, no, trust me. This is what the people need to see. They need to see you in your bonnet. That's what I tell her. I said, listen, women don't walk around with full makeup on. They want to see other women and what they go through. So she was like, for real? I was like, trust me. Put the bonnet on. Don't even brush your teeth. They could smell it through the phone. So then, and the rest is history, man. It went from 20,000 and now I'm at 340,000 followers. And that's all happened in a little over a year. And it's been mainly because I honestly feel like I've taken the black experience, and even though it's normal, people say, wow, like, I didn't know black people live like that. You know how many DMs I get? You're a dad. What does that even mean, I'm a dad? And like, no, I've never, and I'm telling you, I'm telling you the guys on the shoot, I'm not exaggerating. I've gotten DMs and people say, you know what? It's great to see a black man be a dad for once. And I'm like, I have a father, right? And they're like, really? And my wife knows her father too. And they're like, no way. And I'm like, both my parents know their fathers as well. And they're like, oh, where is this family you talk about? I'm like, it's all over America, trust me. But people are shocked. And I honestly feel like that's why black love is so great. That's why this right here is so great. Because what they'll tell all of us is that no one wants to see this. No one wants to see people talk about marriage and love and positivity. That's a lie. That's a lie. And you guys are proof of it.